I screwed up mainly because the lack of communication. And on the screen in front of you, you can see ContentFries 2.5. So let me just show you a couple of things, and then I will go into detail what this is about and what you can expect in the near future.
Templates. Play with the ContentFries editor or easily learn how it works. New around here?
So as you can see, we have new animations, new user interface, new basically everything. I think the new user interface is much simpler, cleaner, easier to understand compared to the still current version of ContentFries, because you have no confusing tabs. Everything is here on one place and very simple. You want a text shadow, you just activate or deactivate it. Okay, you want a text outline, you enable or disable it. You want animations, you go into animations. You pick an animation that you like, you click it, and you have it here. Okay, you want us to set it as a, for example, out animation. Once again, add it, drag and drop it, and you have it there. Okay, so now let me talk a little bit about how this works.
Here's your portrait video sample.
And what this does, because all of this started in April this year. And what I wanted to do is that when you use ContentFries, behind the scenes, the scene that you have there has some data. Okay, so let's just say that this is the data of your video that you are currently working on. And the data was in a format that was not only harder to understand for people and developers, but also for AI. So I went back to drawing board and decided to make this all over again from scratch, from the ground up. Everything that you have in the scene, animation, subtitles, effects, text shadows, every property that's behind the scene is setting how your video looks like is now in new data structure that is much easier to understand to AI and also to people. Okay, so these guys, we can say now like the new structure because it's much simpler, easier to understand and also to work with. And this is extremely important because my goal is to make ContentFries as easy as possible, but also powerful. So you are in control. You don't have just some presets and you just enable, disable stuff, but you can combine and really, you know, compose anything in a way that you like. And this is extremely important because for example, now we have new animation system, and all of the animations that are here were basically created with AI. Because what I did is I built a strong foundation, a strong system for animations where you can add basically anything you want and it's in some structure. And then AI can come in and it sees how it works and it understands, okay, so in order to make animation like this, I need to do this and this and this. And this brings incredible opportunities to the future because you will be able to ask AI to create new animation that you want. You will explain, you know, I saw this video right here. It has this kind of animation. Can you replicate it for my video? And it will check the animation and will check the video, see how it looks like, and it will think and it will basically does it for you. This is the way I'm going with this new update. Okay, so all of these animation here were basically made like this. I created this glitch animation and then I basically asked AI, hey, can you see this glitch animation? I really like it. Can you make 10 additional that I can add to the library? And it said, sure, here you go. And for example, we have this chromatic holographic display, and some of these animations look even better than the one that I made and programmed manually. Okay, so as you can see now, I have
All set for a test
animation
drive.
that
Use
is
this sample
active
to
for
quickly create new
subtitles.
templates.
But for example, this text component right here has two in animations and two out animations. What that means is that
Here's your
it
portrait video.
basically combines together these two simultaneously, and these two at the end are also combined, and
How it
it
works.
creates this
New
kind
around
of
here?
effect. Okay, so this is the animation system. This is just a tip of the iceberg. When I go back, for example, to the text settings and I show the text, what we have here, as I mentioned, text shadow, text outline, extremely simple, easy to understand. You just enable, disable it, change the color, and you're good to go. I can also apply a background. Here, this is the inline, or I can set, black background, simple stuff. Or I can change the text, and this is something that I'm not aware that any other tool allows you to do, is when I go here and I set, for example, some linear color, but this, for this to work, I just need to disable these because those are not supported with in this combination. So let me uh, add some gradient, okay, to the text. And what I noticed in one video that I saw on social media was that they created this kind of medal effect. And the way how it works is that basically we do something like this. Okay, I will add a new step. So I'm just defining now something very simple. Bear with me because this will be worth it. And here I will change the color to something like this. And now, as you can see, we have this kind of metallic effect. So as you can see, we can add as many steps as you want, and you can create any kind of, text, color, or stuff like that. Maybe it's not that visible with this setting, but you can do stuff like this, and this also applies to subtitles. Okay, so the options in the new version are really amazing, and I will not go into detail right now because my goal is to mainly fix the broken communication. Okay, so from now on, what I want to do is to frequently release some of the new stuff and some of the new updates that you see here in a really simple to understand way, uh, in a concise way, so you don't have to spend much time watching these videos. And I will share them on our social media, mainly on YouTube. Okay, so let me know what you think. And also, if you want to help us, then definitely what you can do is if you saw some video that you liked on social media with some beautiful subtitles and stuff like that, and you were wondering how could I replicate this for my videos, then just send those videos to us, and I will look into it and I will figure some way out how we can do something similar. Okay, so thank you very much for your patience and trust, and let's just make content creation amazing and simple again. Have an amazing day, guys. Hopefully, fixed communicator Lucas is going back to work.